I'm joined by Jodran Baker, the head coach and general manager of the Edmonton Stingers of the Canadian Elite Basketball League. Now, Jodran, thank you so much for your time today. How's it going?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Now, the CEBL just released their schedule this week. You guys are facing off against the Calgary Surge, a team who was just in the finals last season. What are your expectations coming up this year, Jodran?
I think it's probably a little bit too early to tell. We're going to try to bring back a large core of our group from last year and try to, fill some of the gaps with some additional pieces, some young players, some young Canadians. So, I think in terms of expectations, without having to see our roster, we're hoping to be back at championship weekend in Montreal, in August.
Now, CEBL is a pretty new league here in Canada, but quickly growing. How would you describe the new league to someone who hasn't come out to a game yet?
Yeah, so the CBL is very high level basketball. It's you're dealing with athletes that play at very high levels throughout the year, but it's also a lot of young local Canadian talent. You need to have minimum 70% of your roster has to be made up of Canadian players. So a lot of local talent. It may not be the same guys that suit up for our national team, that you watch in the World Cup, but it is extremely high level. And you have some Americans that come in that then are in the G League or fringe NBA players or have had stints in the NBA. So it's fast paced, it's exciting, and for a summer league, it's very compact. So every game means that much more to each player.
Like you said, Jodran, it's a summer league, so pros coming around from all over the world, staying in game shape in the summer, in their off season, making some money as well. So what are some other benefits of the CEBL?
I think the biggest thing, and we've seen it time and time again, is it is a springboard league. Players come out of college, don't have any professional experience, don't have any professional film. They play in the CEBL for a summer, and all of a sudden they're signing, contracts in some of the top European leagues over the winter. So the purpose of the league is to try to get players to get a little bit more experience of the professional game, play against some high level talent, showcase what they can do, and then translate that into high level, contracts. When you look about the 8 or 10 month seasons that go on over the winter time, the CBL puts players in positions to showcase what they can do so that they can, move up leagues or go somewhere a little bit more respectable during their, full winter seasons.
Now, you used to be a player for the Edmonton Stingers back in 2019 when you were drafted. So what have you brought in from kind of a player's perspective into a management role as a head coach and GM now?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is you have to understand what players' objectives are over the summer. I just mentioned they want to, find a way to get into better leagues. They want to showcase what they can do. You also have to understand that it is technically the off season for some of these guys. So being able to have them enjoy their time at Edmonton, enjoy their summer a little bit. So, we're not practicing twice a day, 7 times a week. We've got to make sure we dial things back, have them ready to go come game time, try to be all on the same page come game time. But trying to understand the morale and objectives of players in the summer is also important.
Awesome, Jodran. And I know the schedule just got released, but can you tell this community when the season opener is?
Season opener is May 21st. We take on the Calgary Surge in Calgary at the Saddle Dome, actually, I believe. And then, we don't open our actual regular season at home until a couple weeks later. We play 3 road games to start things off. But we start at home June 2nd against Saskatchewan. That's a Sunday afternoon game. But, the thing Stingers has been, very family friendly, affordable entertainment. So we have a bunch of Sunday games, which is conducive to, bringing the whole family out and enjoying a great atmosphere to close out the weekend.
Thanks so much, Jodran. I really appreciate your time today, and best of luck this upcoming season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.